Welcome to you all to Old Kampala Taxi Park. Hello everyone. I do not take you for granted. Thanks a million for your continued support. Please kindly share the videos with family and friends. Anyone who is watching this and has not yet subscribed, please I ask you to subscribe. You will be supporting the channel, and also you will be getting notifications automatically. Thank you. Let us continue. Nestled in the heart of Kampala, Old Taxi Park is more than just a transit hub. It's a living, breathing symbol of Uganda's urban rhythm. With over 2,000 minibuses, locally known as taxis, weaving in and out of its compact lot. This bustling square is one of the largest and busiest transport terminals in Uganda, and I reckon the entire East Africa. I am talking organized chaos in progress. Yes, organized chaos. The park is a hive of activity, with drivers calling out destinations, passengers negotiating fares, and touts hustling for attention. It may seem overwhelming at first, but it's a fascinating glimpse into Kampala's daily life. By the way, there is no fixed timetables. Taxis depart when full, making the system flexible but unpredictable. It's a communal dance of patience and spontaneity. Plenty of local connections. From here, you can reach nearly every corner of Kampala and beyond. Whether you're heading to Mukono, Luzira, Mulago, Makindye, or even Fort Portal, this is the place to catch your taxi. Basically, it is a minibus called a taxi. Apparently, over the years, Kampala City Council Authority tried patchwork repairs, but the problems ran deeper. The park needed more than a facelift. It needed a rebirth. Apparently, the taxi park was renovated not long ago. Kampala City Council Authority decided to take advantage to renovate the taxi park during the COVID-19 lockdown. The park underwent major upgrades. For instance, the drainage systems were improved. New passenger shades were built. Toilet facilities and clinic were renovated. Security was enhanced, and the general organization and management is apparently a lot better. The sheer density of white minibuses, the vibrant street life, and the human stories unfolding every minute make it a compelling subject. These changes have made the park more navigable and safer for both drivers and passengers, though some infrastructure work is still ongoing. I did not actually see any building works, but I was informed building work is still ongoing. This truly is a place for cultural immersion. It is one of the best places to experience Kampala's energy, meet locals, and understand the informal transport economy. I offer these free advice to all visitors to Kampala. Please stay alert. Like any busy urban area, pickpocketing can occur. Keep your belongings secure. Thieves and pickpockets apparently work in teams. One person destructs and the others grab your stuff. Stay vigilant. Locals are generally friendly and willing to guide you to the right taxi. However, some will ask you for a tip. I would be a very rich person for all the times that people have asked me for directions in London. That put aside, let us continue. Apparently, there are guided tours. So you might like to consider a guided tour. If it is your first time in Kampala, joining a walking tour can help you navigate the park and learn its stories. Yes, plenty of stories. Let us take a quick look at the brief history of the taxi park. Old Kampala Taxi Park has been a central fixture in Uganda's capital for over 50 years, serving as the largest and busiest public transport terminal in the country. Strategically located in the heart of Kampala, it has long been the lifeline for daily commuters, connecting neighborhoods, suburbs, and nearby towns. Established in the mid-20th century, Old Kampala Car Park grew organically as Kampala's population and urban sprawl expanded. It became a hub not only for transportation but also for informal commerce, supporting thousands of vendors, drivers, and small business owners. A lot of challenges and numerous difficulties were encountered. Over the decades, the park faced significant wear and tear. As I mentioned above, poor drainage systems led to flooding and muddy conditions during rains. The carpet area or the main surface deteriorated, making navigation difficult for both vehicles and pedestrians. Despite minor repairs by the Kampala Capital City Authority, KCCA, the infrastructure continued to decline. I understand that the renovation and revival of the car park happened in full swing during the COVID-19 lockdown in 2020. This provided a rare opportunity to renovate the park while taxis were grounded. The Kampala City Council Authority initiated a major reconstruction project covering over 14,000 square meters. The drainage upgrades, paved surfaces, passenger shades, toilets, and a clinic, renovated park offices. Despite delays due to heavy rains, legal disputes over land ownership, and funding challenges, the park was reopened in early 2022, much to the relief of drivers and passengers. Cultural and economic impact. The park supports over 25,000 livelihoods, including drivers, conductors, vendors, and service providers. Old Kampala Car Park remains a symbol of resilience and urban dynamism, reflecting Kampala's informal economy and communal spirit. For many Ugandans, it is not just a transit point. It is a place of daily interaction, negotiation, and survival. This is the pulse, and the city beats loudest. This place is living and a breathing organism. Old Kampala Taxi Park is where stories begin, collide, and continue. It's where the city moves. Think about it. Long before the gleaming malls and high-rise offices dotted Kampala's skyline, the taxi park was already alive. Born in the mid-20th century, it grew not from blueprints but from necessity. As Kampala expanded, so did the need for a central point where people could gather, disperse, and reconnect. The park became that place. It was not just about transportation. It was about livelihoods. Drivers, conductors, food vendors, hawkers, mechanics, all found a rhythm here. The park became a microcosm of Kampala itself. Noisy, vibrant, unpredictable, and deeply human. But time took its toll. The once functional space became a maze of potholes and puddles. Rain turned the ground to sludge. The drainage systems failed. The park, though still vital, began to buckle under its own weight. KCCA tried patchwork repairs, but the problems ran deeper. The park needed more than a facelift. It needed a rebirth. And there you have it. Now, you know a little bit about the old Kampala Car Park. Thank you so much for your time.